Hey guys, I'm Tim Langston with Red Dog Bushcraft. Thanks for joining me for another video. And as promised, we're cooking out over the campfire tonight. So I thought I'd bring you, show you what we got going on. Hold on a minute, I'll reposition this camera. I'll show you what we're going to put on the grill. Okay, first of all, here in the pan we got a little bit of beans cooking up. They are actually done, so I'm going to set them way off over here so they just stay hot. That's just chili beans with salt, pepper, garlic, paprika, chili powder, and just a little bit of paprika. A little bit of paprika. I think I said that. Anyway, that's what's there. The main course tonight is going to be a pork chop. Here we have a nice farm-raised pork chop. And to season that up, a little bit of Old Bay. Yes, it's not just for seafood anymore. We got the bush pot on boil. Got some water going on that. I'm going to show you yet another way to make coffee tonight. That pork chop on there. It ain't gonna take but a minute. A little bit of Old Bay on that side. I like my food seasoned on both sides. Alright, be right back. Alright, like I said, we've been traveling, and in the hotel rooms they have these packets of coffee. It's like a coffee in a little filter. I didn't use those in the room. I took my own brew. So we've got water that's hot on the boil. I'm going to just take one of these packets. Actually, I'm going to use both of them. As you can see, they just look like big tea bags of coffee. Throw both of those in there. Put the lid back on. That water is boiling. So now we'll move that all the way back off, just leaving just the front end there, just so it can stop that rapid boil and get down and just steep a little bit. Now, take our pork chop here, see if it's released yet. And I think it has. Flip that over, cook it a few minutes on the other side, and supper will be ready. Just a good close-up look at that pork chop there cooking. Smelling good out here. Lucky's going nuts. He finally chilled out a little bit after he just destroyed my book. Look at that. Is that a spoiled? Yes, indeed. That is pure spoiled right there. My hunting beagle. Just chilling out in the shade, relaxing, downwind from the campfire, smelling my food cooking. Let me show you what he did. Okay, while we're finishing up supper, let me show you what I've been reading. While I was at the gathering, I picked up this book by Jason A. Hunt. It's called The End Times Christian. And he connects the dots between Bible, survival, and preparedness. If you're interested in this book, you can obtain a copy for yourself. Jason, I don't know if you can read that or not, but it says Jason Hunt is the founder of Campcraft Preparedness Ministries and president of the Frontier Christian University. He's also an instructor with the Pathfinder School and holds a degree. Let's see, blah, blah, blah. Here we go. www.campcraft.us or www.frontierchristianuniversity.org is his information. I'm not seeing that too good in the camera. But anyway, pretty good read. And he really makes you think about tradition and what is taught to us in the church. Not only about being prepared and end times as it relates to the Christian life and the feast that the Jewish people celebrate and how that should be part of our lives, But then in the back of the book, he also goes through different preparedness, how to make shelters. He talks about bug out kits, singling. He talks about preparing your homes and your families and being able to provide for yourself. Just some great information. Now, as you can tell, this is tattered and worn. I was sitting here finishing this book, and I set it down to go get my pork chop, and my dog Lucky grabbed my book and took off and decided to start playing. He was trying to get me to start playing with him. And I'm pretty disappointed about that because Jason, I met him multiple times, and he's a great guy. And he signed this book for me and brought it to the gathering for me, and I really appreciate that, Jason. It's not every day that you find someone who writes a book that's this in-depth and did the amount of studying and all that you did to make us really think about what we're doing. But I really like the way you tied the Bible, the Christian life, and preparedness all together and showed how they did some of those same things back, well, as far back as the Old Testament, and right on how it's practical today. So thank you very much for that. I will try to put this back together. He did not get to the page that you signed for me. So I'm pretty happy about that. But, you know, another lesson to be learned. You know, I got mad to begin with. I got ready to chastise the dog pretty hard, but you know what? I left it laying somewhere, and this is not a trait of my beagle. My beagle usually does not play with my food or my gear. When I set it down, he's never been one to go after my shoes and my boots or anything that I'm using. So this was totally out of character for him. And like I said, I was out here cooking, doing this video, and had stuff all over my hands, and he just wanted some attention and was playing. And you know what? I have to take certain responsibility for my actions too. So Jason, as disappointed as I am about the book getting torn up, at least I still have where you signed it for me in it. And it was a really good read. I encourage anybody who's interested in connecting these dots to get yourself a copy, and it'll make you think. Thank you, Jason. All right, let's see how that coffee turned out. Look at that, man. Nice, rich, good hot coffee. Oh, that's awesome. Now, let's taste this pork chop and beans, see how that turned out. Let me zoom you out a little bit. I'll be right back. Alright, get some of this stuff out of the way here. Set my bush pot over here on the side. Cooking knife. I like to keep one small knife in that bottle kit that I only use for food preparation. Keep that nice and clean. Wow, that's hot. Boy, that is tasty. Those beans are spot on. Those spices again were salt, pepper, paprika, chili powder, a little bit of cumin, and you know, with that salt, pepper, garlic blend that I used, it's so easy just in that little film container. Just a couple of other spices, you can really kick up some camping food. So I'm gonna kick back, enjoy myself, have dinner, a little coffee. That hits the spot, even after a hot day. So until next time, I'm Tim Langston with Red Dog Bushcraft, home of global safety and survival. Take care, and God bless. See you next time.